is filled with square dance stories. They twinkle like little stars, some bright, some not so bright. Tonight, we bring you a few of these precious gems. My name is Lilac Wood, and I'm your host this evening. Come with me as we step through the window to the stars. Tonight, we'll look at the 1988 IAGSDC convention in Phoenix, Arizona, and other places where stars travel. But first, a tale from the island, an island called Revenge. The Western Star Dancers' banner was rent from their possession. What possible motive could the El Camino Reelers have had? Katie, their president, feigned ignorance.
I don't know what got into some of our club members that night. I told them.
But Iris claimed it was an act of revenge.
Yes, it was a return of an act of aggression by one Western Star member right here in front of me who stole our banner. It's kind of tit for tat, you know.
The ringleader admitted her complicity.
Just went up there and just took it.
I did.
People, responsible people, just went up there and took it.
They made me. I don't know. I don't know.
James, administrator of Western Star, admitted that a ransom note had been received.
I received a rather lengthy ransom note and requested that we bring at least 24 members of Western Star to this function this evening, and word has it that they'll accept a few less than that if we don't actually get our 24 people. So we're still waiting for the moment of anticipation. See what happens. Ransom note? What do you expect to tell them that I imagine there will be some conditions that have yet to be stipulated before it's actually handed back over to us.
It's fun, and it will not do anything that would be demeaning, and it would not be anything that would not endear us to you.
Shocking footage of the price they paid to retrieve their banner. Small children in Hawaiian should leave the room.
What we would like the Western Star to do to get their banner back is that they're going to do a hula. It's appropriate for the evening. Vicky, who was raised in Hawaii, we couldn't get a native, but we've gotten as close to it as we can, is going to teach you the moves you have to make. If you do them effectively enough, we will give you your banner back. Listen! Speak with your hands. Yeah, why my hand? What's that? One, gather, one. One, gather, one. One, gather, one. One, gather, one. Very good. That's a dance. And the ocean. And bend your knees low and on your toes. One, together, one. One together, one. There he is. Do the Ami Ami. You just stop in the middle of the thing. When the words get good, you go. They got that part down. I want to go back. Oh, this back is good. And then from the crash shack, in Galaxy Club, Hawaii, is an island around like this. Yeah. Oh, and then you start dancing. And then the Ami Ami. Okay. please join the line.
Yeah.
The latest directory that I've read show you a member of Western.
I want to go back to my little bright shack in California. I want to hear all the calling the way it was. I want to go to the old guitar player on the beach at Old. I want to hear the old man say, wake up, soon the moon will be shining down the corner. Will be shining down the corner. And the ground old place that's all we had. Here telling me I'm just a little boy and I want to go back to my boy. I want to go back to my little rat shack in Hillsborough, where the moon will go.
Pause now for a word from our sponsor.
A new day dawns in the city. A day when a lot of little irritations may mount up, make you feel tense. Let Miles Nervine in new carry-along capsules help you feel calm. It's formulated to help ease that feeling of nervous tension. Take as directed, avoid excessive use. Also in effervescent tablets and liquid form, Miles Nervine.
Western Star Dancers was filmed by Electric City, the gay community service program found on the last Thursday of the month on cable channel 6 at 9 p.m. Take it away, Tallulah.
Our next bit. San Francisco has the greatest foot stompers ever. Now we present the men and women of the Western Star Dancers. Roll it, fellas.
Hi, I'm James Lozanich, the administrator of Western Star Dancers. We're here to dance this evening, if you can hear all this noise in the background. We are having a basic or new dancers class that starts on Monday night, September the 12th. We'll be at the YMCA, 220 Golden Gate Avenue, San Francisco, close to public transportation and the Civic Center. We will be meeting every Monday night for 15 weeks. The first couple nights are free. We invite anybody to come on down and join us. I can be reached at area code 415-861-5689. There's always an answering machine on. If I'm not available, I'll call you back, give you any details. The class is Monday nights, 8:15 to 10:15 at the YMCA.
This is Lila Wood, and we're here in front of the Names Project in San Francisco with Western Star Dancers. They're here to promote their upcoming class, which begins Monday, September 12th at the YMCA. At the same time, they're also helping to promote the Names Project Quilt and its trip to Washington, D.C. Let's take a look at these dancers and...
We pause now for a station identification.
You never tell what'll happen when you swear at it. We sure don't mind. We can handle it. By the way, you heard about the Bradleys? I understand they're not going to do the act. Seems so the donkey committed suicide. Just vicious, vicious gossip. I'm sure we'll all find out.
I knew we'd see that dress again.
Where the villa area is.
be the most beautiful woman in the entire organization.
Come back and promenade, square your sets, all right. Okay, bow to your partner. We're going to do a singing call while you guys in the pool. Do it right and left through. Same pair, star through. Then pass through. Do it do side do. Go all the way around and do it right and left through. And then dive through. My way. Circle left. One time. Sides do it right and left through. Turn that do. Same pair, star through. Then pass through. Do it right and left through with the outside butt. Get ready and dive through. Back home again. When you get all done, bow to your partner. Bow to your corner. Wave to the one across the hall. Across the pool. That's all. Hey, Taylor, you were in that bag, didn't you? Oh, yeah.
We hope you've enjoyed those small snippets of simply scintillating slices of squared ancestry. Those of you who are asking yourselves, where was the Honky Tonk Queen contest? Or where were the exhibitions? The answers can be found in Art Smith's Square Dance video, due to be released this month. We've seen the rushes, and it's definitely a thumbs up. You can order now from Art Smith. Order from 936 North 76th Street, Seattle, Washington, 98103-4725. Or call 206-789-2668. Thank you.
The world is full of square dance stories. They shine like little stars. They twinkle. They're aglow. Some high, some low. Hi, I'm your host this evening, and my name is Hollywood. Please come with me as we go on a little journey, as we step through the window to the stars.
Window to the Stars is brought to you by Good and Plenty.
He use Good and Plenty candy to make his train run.
Charlie says, love my Good and Plenty. Charlie says, really rings the bell. Charlie says, love my...
And now we return to our host, Imogene Charlene.
Hi, I'm Imogene Charlene, and I've just been on a railroad train going right on along with this little story. And I'm headed towards the north, and I'm going to Washington, D.C., and I'm going there to see the quilt. So come along with me as we meet some people who went to Washington, D.C. This evening you will meet Freeman Stamper, Anna Damiani, Ed Conley, and John Conley, all four of whom experienced this together. Surprising to me that they used surveyors' instruments in order to lay out the lines of the quilt.
So they could draw straight lines to have the walkways, because they had the whole design just figured out on paper, and they had specific dimensions, so in order to make it fit, they had to measure it out with surveyor tools. funny, we unloaded this whole truck of books, stacks at a time. And then they moved the truck and we loaded it back onto a different truck. But people got it done really quickly, and it was, you know, it became almost fun just passing the books or whatever equipment needed to be unloaded. It was nice to have people from so many parts of the world helping out in getting ready, and also during the display. You know, in line when we were working, there were people from everywhere. And everybody just pitched in, and it was like old friends.
Leonardo, John, Fred, Antonio, Bill, Grant, David, Dennis, Donald, Fred, Kim, John,
Politano. And we love them so much. Love them so much.
On Saturday morning when we were getting ready to unfold panels, unfold the quilt, we were in unfolding teams, and our team was standing there waiting for our turn, and a woman came up to us and said, "Would you mind if I take your picture as a group?" And we said, "Of course not." Then she looked at us and said that we would be unfolding her son's panel, and she wanted to have our picture so that she could remember that.
Diego Lopez, Paul Doherty, Paul Hunter, Orange White,
Every once in a while there would be someone who would just sit next to a panel that they'd made and talk to it and cry and just sit and look at it for hours at a time. There was one man there that was sat there for most of the weekend.
We could always tell the folks who were looking at panels that people were special to them.
Robert Hay, Raul Bulleda, Sheridan Harper.
We're making those panels.
Yeah, on a Friday night. We went into the workshop over on Market Street, and
the Silver Star was sewn on the individual pieces by Carolyn Matthews, sitting right there at a table where you're sitting right now.
Morrison, Gene Tipsky, John Selby, Stephen Terry.
And we took that silver lame and pieced it and pieced it and pieced it to get that whole star out of there.
The one in the center.
Joel DeSouza, Jimmy the Pooh, Peter, Armando Montoya, in Las Vegas, Tim T, Carthage Yates, Richard L.
So they started Saturday reading the names?
Yeah.
What time did they start reading the names?
At 7:12 in the morning, right at sunrise, when they unfolded. And they continued until 6 o'clock.
It took over 11 hours for them to read all the names.
Oh, really?
11 hours. They had 2 people signing the names so that their fingers wouldn't get tired and wear out.
Armando and Jeff.
From Sacramento.
Jerry Minor, Dan Delker, Michael Creighton, Paul Lindenshire, Joseph
That's Raymond's panel that James made.
Andrew Hyatt,
The background fabric of that is drapes that
Kevin Bloom,
they once had hanging in a house of theirs. the blue and the silver. And then the silver moray was purchased to make the, put on the pan.
AIDS volunteers of Cincinnati.
Carry me, Honky Tonk Queen 1, Stella, North Dallas. Have they decided which 12 by 12 they'll give to the Smithsonian?
I don't think they have.
What John knows.
Wow.
That's it.
Mary Hartman.
She was the treasurer for the first convention.
And took all the money around a little red purse.
Is that right? There's some story about one time she was running through the hall there at the convention or wherever, that little red purse. She had like $5,000.
He was an absolutely crazy person. Absolutely crazy. He's original Crandall. Mary Hartman. And she had these long golden pigtails that like hung down to about her butt or whatever. That's the bottom of a dress that I wore for the first time, and Ski escorted me the first time that I wore the dress. And it's the skirt to the dress. Whenever I went to the quilt on Saturday, late Saturday afternoon, I went there for the purpose of finding Ski's panel so that Ruth would not have to walk very far on Sunday in order for us to find it, because we were going there on Sunday after we had brunch to see Ski's panel. And when I found the panel, there was a woman who had bent down to look at Ski's panel very closely. And she turned around and looked at me, and I started telling her about the panel. And we both started to cry, and she said she had only one hanky left, so she tore her Kleenex in half and gave me half of her Kleenex. And it was really quite wonderful, because that we were two people who did not know each other, but we had an understanding of the story that was being told. And it just made it a very, very special experience.
The impression I would get every time I see the panels is that what made your impression is that how much love went into those panels. It's just so obvious, you know.
Some of them are really simple.
Yeah.
But all the energy and love that went into
the number of man-hours of relationships that are represented by the panels. That would be another staggering statistic.
Sheridan Dufferin, Anthony Lopez, Perry Ellis, Laughlin Barker, Joe McDonald, Joe Waybed, George Byron Richardson, Martin Burgoyne, Bill Connors, Joe Peckerman, John Bass, Larry Burke, John Calvert, and my very dear and close friends Bruce Weintraub and Stephen Reichart.
Denny,
Francis, my friend Jim Bahur, and special.
Doctors would please begin the emergency fold-up procedure. Thank you.
well, I'm not, but I think I should go.
Did it really look like rain, or was it actually raining?
It looked like it was gonna rain.
About two drops fell.
And it did. There was water fell.
It would have been just enough to ruin the quilt, or damage it severely at least.
And tucked under each one of those panels, there's little snips to cut all those little plastic connectors and things. And they've got all the little things tucked under corners of those panels and things.
And a package of plastic. So each one of those was folded and then wrapped in plastic and carried to the nearest truck. And they have the trucks positioned so that if you took the panels to the nearest truck, it would be in the right truck. And so the next day, they were easy to find. There were people that were just, there viewing, that just jumped in and they'd say, what do I do? How can I help?
Woodrow Wilson Warren III.
Well, sure looked like it was all under control with me.
Oh yeah, and there.
See, and there's the rain.
Is this when we went over to stand under the trees?
It's just perfect timing.
Man, it's going to please move forward as quickly as possible. Follow the path to the right side of the pond.
San Francisco are old veterans of candlelight marches, so we're going to keep our candles lit. Plus, when I was able to see how many lights there were around the reflecting pool, that's what really impressed me.
Yeah.
The DC paper said there were 15,000 or something like that.
There were 15,000 around.
I think it says 15,800, I think it was.
The Park Service can't count. They never could.
Please go home and do it. For your sons and daughters, for your lovers, for your brothers and sisters. For my son, Michael. Go home and help each other. We could change the world. Thank you.
There was one thing about the Candlelight March that I thought was a little off, in that it was a candlelight march, and anyone who was at a candlelight march was very sympathetic to the cause. But most of the speakers, or all of the speakers, were there to relate some story of sorrow to us. We already know the sorrow, it seemed that in this particular march, it would have been better to have had inspirational speakers, someone to speak towards hope or towards something else other than just relating sad stories to us.
Yeah, the speeches were more appropriate to remember the names than to candlelight march for AIDS.
Well, you just said a key word, was remember their names, but the fact is that all these people have already grieved so much. Their speeches were sort of a public awareness.
To an audience that was already quite aware. Huh?
Yes, absolutely. Now tell me there's 15,800 people there. And you're just looking at a very small segment because it just spreads all the way out, all across, and comes all the way back behind us also.
We stand here tonight in the shadow of monuments. Great structures of stone and metal created by the American people to honor our nation's dead and to proclaim the principles of our democracy. Here we remember the soldiers of wars won and lost. Here we can trace with our fingers the promises of justice and liberty, etched deep by our ancestors in marble and bronze. Today we have borne in our arms and on our shoulders a new monument to our nation's capital. It is not made of stone or metal. It was not raised by engineers. Our monument was sewn of soft fabric and thread. And it was created in homes across America, wherever friends and families gather together to remember their loved ones lost to AIDS. We bring a quilt. We bring it here today with shocked sorrow at its vastness and the speed by which its acreage redoubles. We bring it to this place at this time, accompanied by our deepest hope that the leaders of our nation will see the evidence of our labor and our love, and that they will be moved.
We're moving very fast on this little voyage around the constellation through all of these stars. But sometimes it's like, where am I going? Sometimes we're like at warp 6, sometimes we're like at warp 8. But square dancers do it on a different warp. They do it on a time warp.
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely, not for very much longer. I've got to keep control.
step to the right.
With your hands on your hips. You bring your knees in tight. But it's a velvet glove. It really touches me, say, hey, 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 hey. Let's do the time for pretend. Let's do the time for pretend. I feel so dreamy. Oh, fantasy free me. So you can't see me. No, not at all. In another dimension, with voyeuristic intention, well secluded, I'll see all. With a bit of a mind slip, you'll bear the time slip. Yeah, now nothing can ever be the same. Wow, you're spaced out on sensation. You're under sedation. Let's do the time for pretend. Let's do the time for pretend.
How do you do? I see you've met my faithful handyman. He's just a little brought down because when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man. Didn't you, friggin'? Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Let me show you around, maybe play you a sound. You look like you're both pretty grooving. Or if you want something visual that's not too abysmal, we could take in an old Steve Reeves movie. Why don't you stay for the night? Or maybe a bite. I could show you my favorite obsession. I've been making a man with blonde hair and a tan, and he's good for relieving my tension. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. I'm just a sweet transvestite. Take a rock down, from transsexual Transylvania.
Well, I was walking down the street just a having a think when the snake of a guy gave me an evil wink. Well, it shook me up. It took me by surprise. He had a pickup truck and the devil's eyes. Well, he stared at me and I felt the change. Time and nothing ever would again. Let's do the time for pretend. Let's do the time for pretend.
It's just a jump to the left. With your hands on your hips.
You bring your knees in tight, but it's a velvet glove that really touches me, say, hey, 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 hey. Let's do the time for pretend. Let's do the time for Eat your heart out, Ann Miller. Let's do the time for pretend. Let's do the time for pretend.
It's just a jump to the left.
And then a step to the right.
With your hands on your hips.
You bring your knees in tight, but it's a velvet glove that really touches me, say, hey, 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 hey. Let's do the time for pretend. Let's do the time for pretend.
It's just a jump to the left.
And then a step to the right.
With your hands on your hips. You bring your knees inside, but it's a pelvic thrust that brings you just to say, let's do the time for spaghetti. Let's do the time for spaghetti. With your hands on your hips. You bring your knees inside, but it's a pelvic thrust that brings you just to say, let's do the time for spaghetti. Let's do the time for
Hi, I'm Mama Jo Bradley, just a poor, simple, little old country square dance girl. In the not too distant past, there was a group of people who journeyed up to Seattle, Washington for their Gooey Duck Festival. Yes, Gooey Duck Festival. You don't know what a gooey duck is? Well, I'm not going to tell you now because it is absolutely disgusting. At any rate, while we were there, one of their activities was this fun square dance aboard a yacht out on Puget Sound. I do remember that there was an aircraft carrier there. I don't remember the name of it, but there were a lot of men, and I do remember all those men. So come with us while we reminisce.
side one, you make your way swing to the girl and then bend the line up to the middle and back around the left you and well turn the girl and pass through with a wheel and deal. You four in the middle, you do side do all the way and make your way, change feet on the way. Swing through in the middle. Two, square through two. Boys, you both swing her in promenade. We'll bring you girl ever saw the singing bird through start doing the jamboree in Seattle.
Then fan the top, girls, you're the panties, boys, you're moving up. Swing to the right and the left, boy, run around this girl and the ladies trade. Everybody do a wheeling deal, face these two, pass to the center, star through. And then do a right and left, do and turn the girl on around and cross trail.
On around and then you pass the ocean here, extend your tag, hinge 1/4. Scoot back and the boy go in. Boy, run around a brand new girl, reverse, flutter wheel, he goes with the left. Girl circulate, swing through. Boy, run around a girl, bend this line, you guys get lines, 8 to the middle and then around the left view. Turn them on around and then pass through with a wheeling deal. Explode the rose. Sing it out loud. Living on Mexico, with a reason. Swing girl, doing it out and promenade, living on Mexico, she's the reason. I'm falling in love again my lifetime. Watch those signs, halfway around there. You lead to the right and circle to the left. Dance forward and fall back. Hey, all the way and moving around, you know, when I get done now and then you wanna swing through.
Now, wasn't that just too much fun? Have you ever found yourself in a very awkward social faux pas? You could remember a person's name and all those vicious little lies that everyone's told about them, but you can't remember their phone number? Well, Bradley Bell will help you. Bradley Bell gives you the names of all of your friends, their phone number, their address, and their birthday. You can subscribe to Bradley Bell by sending $3 to Bradley Bell in care of Garrett Peter, Post Office Box 14092, San Francisco, California 94114. Don't delay before the 1988 inaugural edition is gone. Square dancers don't always travel by plane or by boat. They sometimes travel by train. We left the Gooey Duck Festival in Seattle on a train bound for Portland, Oregon. Join us now as we take that choo-choo-choo, not bound for Alabama, but for Portland.
It takes me a while to warm up too.
Hey, Dennis. Hey, twirl around, Dennis.
Do a pirouette. Pirouette. Now work that skirt. Go like this. Skirt work. Skirt work.
I'm not ready yet. Oh, wait, I'm not ready, Dennis.
When are you going to take the damn picture? I got to get this thing up higher.
There you go. I'm higher. There you go. Yay! All right.
Not turn around.
Yeah, we did it.
What are you saying?
Square dancing. Is it all the fun it's cracked up to be? Is it a dynamic activity or just a walk in the woods? And what goes on behind the glamour of the dance floor?
Tonight, on this special edition of Window to the Stars, we'll attempt to answer these questions
as we look at the activities of one square dance club, Western Star Dancers of San Francisco. Good evening. My name's Scott Carey, and I'm your host this evening. Come with me as we step through the window to the stars.
This is a piece by Scott Carey called Ragtime Dance. It's to the recording of the original tune Turn of the Century orchestral arrangement played by the Cleveland Conservatory Ragtime Ensemble. Hope you enjoy it. Take your partner by the right, little partner right, left ring. Turn circle or wrong way, grand. You don't side though, and then start through. Let me keep on checking.
footage we just saw of a WSD exhibition by Russ King certainly shed some new light on preconceived ideas about square dancing. In fact, we're going to be looking at some additional footage this evening that perhaps will forever alter your impressions of square dancing. But first, we'd like to look at that always troubling relationship between gay men and lesbians. Does it exist in Western Star? This next footage, filmed at one of their retreats, will give us a clue.
Oh, you got my earring in your hair. Oh, God. Yeah! Oh, it tastes like fish!
He touched me with his tongue!
Did you have sushi last night? Oh, God.
Yeah!
Oh, it tastes like fish!
He touched me with his tongue!
Did you have sushi last night?
Cue the music. Second. And action. Mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, and you should know which you are. Bonsoir. Je m'appelle Jim Head. This is Kraut. Hi, I'm Jim Head, as some of you may or may not already know. And I was lucky enough to be chosen to direct this year's edition of Western Star's annual talent showcase, Club Le Star. Not the Stephanie Stamper Show, Club Le Star. Using a daring French theme, we'll bring you acts to rival any at the various hotspots in Montmartre. This show will put the gay back into gay Paris.
king of it too. That carriage ride, you brought me home. You lost your love. I lost home. No, yes. Remember it well. That brilliant sky. We had some rain. Those rocking songs. And sunset. Yes, remember it well. You wore a gown of gold. I was all in blue. Am I getting old? Oh, yes. Not you. How strong you were. How young and gay. A prince of love everywhere. Oh, yes. I remember it well.
Her snakeskin blind car. But you know, there are other parts about Josephine that many of us don't know about. And I'd like to share some of those memories with you through some of the photographs, so that when I get through, you'll know that I'm not the one that has the wrestler up there on high in the spotlight.
Sunshine and all
us this evening is Eddie Smith, the administrator of Western Star Dancers, who's been watching this broadcast from our San Francisco studios. We're going to turn to Eddie, ask him a few questions about Club La Star, the annual Western Star talent show, footage of which we just saw, as well as some pertinent questions we have regarding the club. Let's turn to Eddie. Eddie, this is national television. Hello, Eddie. Well, we try to get our connection repaired to San Francisco. Let's move on to some other footage. One question we have is the retreats. Do these people in the club, in Western Star Dancers, do they really like each other? Do they have a good time? And what about alcohol? Western Star doesn't encourage alcohol consumption before their dances and doesn't allow it at their dances. What happens when we get to a retreat? Let's go now to that footage.
Around goes turn left around down. Walk all around the left-hand plate. Seesaw mother and mom. Go back to the corner, hurry up. Do an elbow, do an elbow ring splashing. Swing through and an elbow. We're facing out. Partner trade to face back in. We're half sachets. Good. Box the nap. And a right or left through, the other way back, and you turn them just like that. And pass through with a wheel and deal right there. And then in the middle, do a star through, please. Left wheel through.
Mayday orca.
$1 in a bottle, 10 more just in case that don't do the trick. And I'll be dead broke tomorrow morning with heartaches by the dozen, and a lady on my mind that's driving me crazy.
To the capital city squares for the most ironic use of out-of-season Christmas lights in a kosher. We were going through a cabin that involved us. We had to be quiet, and when they walked through the Gold Rush cabin, they said, "It's so neat, it's so nice, a mother would be so proud." And Gold Rush calls me Mom, and I had a tear in my eye, so they're letting me proudly announce that Gold Rush won the "A Mother Could Be Proud of These Boys" cabin.
Party? Which one?
Everybody at the fair.
Well, there's two parties. Margaritaville and the Bradley. The Bradleys are having a
Bradley
party?
O'Bradley.
I've been the Shady Rest. And ever since then, it's been the Bradleys. They all have, name badges with their Bradley name on it. It's just become a big to-do.
Little fancy
Go get my car. Bring it down here.
So which one are you going to?
It's my own damn fault.
Ann Arbor Wood. Carolyn, how would you compare Camp Swig to Cazadero?
Well, it's definitely a little more high class, but not quite as intimate. One can't hear what's going on in the next cabin.
The Bradleys and the Woods. Western Star's own 40-year feud.
Bonfire tonight!
There's no need for the Bradleys and the Woods fight when we have a
Where's the camera?
It's on.
It's down there.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oops, sorry about that. The world can't see what I'm doing.
Well, I
we just photographed your wet bottom. Could you tell us exactly what happened?
It was one of the Bradley sisters that did it. It was Lance Joe. My hand slipped.
I dumped her with margaritas. I can't help it. And she chases me, accosts me, attacks me. I thought was going to rape me, but no. She dumped ice down my back, down my pants, up my panties almost. But I'm going to get her back. Someday, somewhere, I don't know when, I'm going to get her back. Look out, Lance Joe. You've had it.
Where do you want to go? Your clothing campaign, especially that.
I may call you any night, any day. In your heart, you'll hear it call you. Come away, come away. Valley High will whisper on the wind of the sea.
7 old ladies are locked in the lavatory. They were there from Sunday till Saturday. Nobody knew they were there. The next door in was old Mrs. Buster, whose eyesight was not quite what it used to. She sat on the handle and thought someone goosed her, and nobody knew she was there.
How do the Bay Area clubs get along with each other? Well, oftentimes they'll steal each other's banners outright, hold that banner for ransom, and then exact horrible retribution from the club who would like to get their banner back. Let's take a look.
He does. Chris, did you get the hear the word?
What word?
The Western Star banner is missing?
Yes, I heard about that. Out from under Claire's mattress.
What do you think about a vigilante committee?
Oh, I think we need one. I think we need to separate.
Be at the Swiss Chalet.
Of course. Isn't that where all the Sacramento people are?
Pretty
Chris,
much.
do you need a little apple?
Just exactly how your club dastardly, illegally, and rather full-heartedly stole our club banner.
Well, Scott, I'd like to point out that there is no evidence to that effect. However, I would like also to point out that there are other clubs here that could be and should be considered. Have you considered the El Camino Reelers?
Brenda, look at the Western Star member.
And try and look innocent.
I can't.
Well, it's a hanging now, so the birthday's over.
Who stole the banner right here? I found the perfect banner.
I didn't know.
There's cake inside.
Oh, you did this?
You want to admit your guilt on TV?
She has no shame.
No
She has no shame. No shame.
Film guilt. We want to say guilt.
Aren't you ashamed?
Happy birthday. I like the idea you did that.
I think that those people that steal banners should be lynched. We've got the beams, we've got the rope, and we've got the crown. All we need is a little bit more.
We have the criminal too.
Just fine.
We got the tree.
All you gotta do is shimmy on up that tree to the first branch. Nothing to it. Any dyke in town could do it.
Hang her now.
Just get us some rope. We'll take care of it.
To get their banner back is that they're going to do a hula. Just keep things on the other line. Two lines. To the rest of the Western Star members, please join the line. Yeah. The latest directory that I've read show you a member of Western Star.
Here
To be fair, and this program would be nothing if it wasn't fair and objective, the Bay Area clubs do come together for a whole range of activities, fly-ins, retreats, picnics, dances. One shining example of that community effort was in the closing ceremonies of the Gay Games held a few years ago in San Francisco. Over 30 squares, primarily of the Bay Area clubs, but also including squares from as far away as Vancouver, Portland, and Miami, came together to put on a memorable extravaganza for the closing ceremonies.
And now, appearing on the field from across the country and around the world, members of the International Association of Gay Square Dance Clubs, which have been, ladies and gentlemen, rehearsing via videotape for months. They're in San Francisco for their annual convention. Please welcome the Square Dancer.
California twirl balance. It's to the center. Past the ocean and balance. Slides to the center. Past the ocean and balance. Swing through. Centers break. Centers run. Wheel and deal. 8 chain through, go triple. Veer to the left. Cup both hands. Center 4, move out. Promenade or hold. Swinger.
Allemande left like an Allemande bar, right and left and the foreman star. Men back in like a Cadillac car, backing on in like an Allemande bar. Shoot that star like an Allemande bar, right and left and the foreman star. Men back in like an old freight car, backing on in, not too far. Shoot that star to right and left grand, every other girl, every other head. Sway and promenade, may the circle be unbroken by and by, by and by.
Head couple square through and you get 4 hands around you too. When you meet those two, go right and left through. You swing through tonight and the boys run right. Tag your line, face to the left and a wheel and deal. Touch to 1/4, split, circulate, go twice.
Swing and promenade, may the circle be unbroken by and by, by and by.
Head couple star through, do a double pass through. Now both are leaf, do a double pass through. Put the centers in there too. Cast off 3/4, go up to the middle and back. Now star through, the centers pass through.
Swing and promenade,
that star, and back in like a Cadillac car. Back it on in like an Elementar. Shoot that star like an Elementar. Right and the left in the four-man star. And back in like an old freight car. Back it on in, not too far. Shoot that star to a right and left grand. Every other girl, every other hand. Swing and promenade. May the circle be unbroken. By and by, by and by.
Side couple square through, four hands around you do when you meet those two. Go right and left through, swing through tonight. Both boys run to the right, take your line, face it left and wheel and deal. Touch 1/4, split, circulate, go twice.
Swing and promenade, may the circle be unbroken. By and by, by and by.
Side couple star through, do a double pass through. Now clover leave, do a double pass through. Put the centers in there too. Cast off 3/4, go up to the middle and back. Now star through, centers pass through.
Swing and promenade, may the circle be unbroken. By and by, by and by. Element left like an Elementar, right and left to the four-man star. And back in like a Cadillac car, back it on in like an Elementar. Shoot that star like an Elementar, right and the left to the four-man star. And back in like an old freight car, back them on in, not too far. Shoot that star to right and left grand, every other girl and every other hand. Swing and promenade, may the circle be unbroken. By and by, by and by, by and by, by and by.
Heads lead right, circle 4 and make a line. Go up to the middle and back. Now back right out, make your ring. Circle out. Out and left that corner, girl. Come back, do a do-side-do. Now all to the center with a great big yell. Thank you. Stampede!
The Square Dancer.
If you saw a reference to the International Association of Gay Square Dance Clubs, or the IAG-SDC, say that fast 3 times. Western Star Dancers is one of the founding members of the IAG-SDC, whose main purpose is to foster communication between all of the gay clubs around the country, of which there's now 35 or more, and which continues to grow. There's also a convention held annually. Previous conventions have been held in Seattle, Denver, and San Francisco, Portland, and Phoenix. Future conventions, New York this year, then on to Vancouver, Atlanta or Albuquerque, Miami, Seattle, and Washington, D.C. These conventions attract, 700 and more dancers. Run for a weekend or more, lots of fun. We have a credible amount of footage on these conventions. We certainly can't show you all of them, but we'll show you a few snippets that hopefully will get across the flavor of what these conventions are like.
I knew we'd see that dress again. Almost to be ex-queen, I will still be the most beautiful woman in the entire organization.
Come back and promenade, square your sets all right.